Hi, it's Becky from Lessons by the Lake. Today I wanted to share a little bit about Goldy Luck and the Three Pandas. So if you haven't heard of this book, it's a fractured fairy tale, which means it's based on one of the original fairy tales, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, just changed slightly to make a newer and different version. So the whole thing with Goldy Luck and the Three Pandas is that it takes place during Chinese New Year. So Goldy Luck is delivering some turnip cakes to her neighbor, and she goes in and no one's there. So some of the things that change, that like instead of porridge, they have congee. The types of chairs are a little different. There's a massage chair, there's a futon as one of the beds. So it keeps the same story and flow as Goldilocks of trying the food and then the chairs and then the beds, and then the three pandas come home and find her. So it goes through a similar timeline. It just changes a lot of elements. This book overall is a wonderful book for reading lessons. It has such rich vocabulary in descriptive words, similes and metaphors and different verbs, and the different descriptions are just really so vivid and a great use of the vocabulary throughout. It's a great book for teaching making connections between this and Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And also Goldy Luck is a little clumsy and makes some mistakes, so children might have connections with that as well. We all do. And it's also great for compare and contrast. You really can look at the stories side by side and find a lot of similarities and a lot of differences. It's good for summarizing. The story follows a good beginning, middle, and end flow, and the characters change throughout. So there's a lot you can share and talk about with that. This book also is really great with talking about social emotional skills. I like to talk about taking responsibility. At the end of this, Goldy Luck does go back and feel bad about what she did, and she goes back to the Chans and she apologizes to them and tries to make amends. So it's a great way to talk about what do we do when we realize something is wrong? How do we take ownership for our actions? How do we fix it? It's also great to talk about how the pandas were feeling during it when they came home and saw that their stuff was moved, and just helping kids look at things from different perspectives and think about how others are feeling and show empathy towards that. So overall, this book is really wonderful for all types of lessons in your classroom. It's a great way to dip your toe into the Chinese New Year also. It is not a comprehensive overview of the Chinese New Year. It just works in a few of the elements and the pictures and then the words. But I think a lesson talking about it before or after in a more nonfiction way would really help support this and bring in some of that culture into your room and into the lesson. I have read-alouds of this on my YouTube channel, just regular read-alouds and some read-alouds with focus skills, so please check them out if you're interested. I also will link below. I have lessons that go along with it to do all of the reading activities and the social emotional activities that I mentioned in your classroom, and they will be perfect for you to make the best use of this book. And if you need any help along the way, just message me and I'm always here. Thanks. Have a great day.